They just don't make them like this anymore. From muscle coupes to heavy-duty pickups, these classics have outlasted trends, survived decades, and now they're looking for a second life. And here's the best part. Every single one is priced at $3,500 or less. Today, we're checking out 10 affordable vintage projects found on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist. Some run, some need more love, but all of them have the kind of character you just can't buy new. Whether you're a restorer, a weekend tinkerer, or just someone who loves real steel, this list has something for you. Let's fire up the imagination and see what's out there this week. 1. 1974 Ford Mustang Coupe, $3,000, Orient, Ohio. Here's a time capsule from the Mustang II era. A 1974 coupe wearing a gold coat and tan interior. Under the hood, you've got the 2.3-liter four-cylinder paired to an automatic, and according to the seller, it runs and drives just fine. Fresh front brakes, new tires all around, and the car is paid off. Sure, it's not a big block fastback from 1969, but these smaller 70s Mustangs have a loyal following, especially for folks who want something light, easy to park, and affordable to keep on the road. The seller's asking $3,000 or best offer, which could be your ticket to a classic without breaking the bank. Two, 1976 Chevrolet Corvette, $3,500, Wingate, Indiana. Now for something with a little more bite. A 1976 Corvette finished in tan over tan. The seller bought it to restore but ran out of time, so it's looking for a new home. It's powered by a Goodwrench 350 crate motor, but here's the catch. It's not drivable right now thanks to a broken axle shaft, a known issue if you ignore the wheel bearings on these cars. The good news? The engine runs, T-tops are included, and a few extra parts come with it. It needs a driver's side floorboard and general TLC, but if you've been hunting for a mid-70s Corvette project, $3,500 firm could get you in the game. 3. 1978 Ford F-150 XLT, $3,000, Sullivan, Indiana. If your idea of a weekend well spent involves wrenches and grease, this 78 F-150 might be your next driveway project. It's a two-wheel drive long bed with a 351M V8 and C6 automatic, though it originally came with a 4-speed. The clutch pedal and linkage are still there. It's got a new radiator and is prepped for an electric cooling fan, with the original radiator included. Needs a water pump, some carburetor work, and attention to an oil leak. But the bones look good and the title's clean. $3,000 even, no trades, just bring tools and ambition. Four, 1968 Chevrolet Malibu sedan, $3,000, Dayton, Ohio. Here's a sleeper opportunity, a 68 Malibu, better known in muscle car circles as a Chevelle. This one's a four-door sedan with a straight six and an automatic. The frame is solid and it's already had new floors put in. Seats need to be reinstalled and there's some bodywork left to tackle. The seller says it will start and move under its own power, but you shouldn't drive it too far yet. With a clean Indiana title and a $3,000 price tag, it could be the perfect starting point for a budget-friendly street cruiser or family nostalgia build. Five, 1957 Dodge Coronet, $3,000, Lowville, New York. They don't get much more classic than this, a 1957 Dodge Coronet complete with its original V8 and push-button automatic. The motor was stuck, pulled by a mechanic, now stored in the trunk, and the transmission still in place. This is a solid survivor with intact floors and trunk needing just a small patch on the passenger front floor. The dash is pristine, it's got the original rims, tires, hubcaps, even the radio delete plate. The seller calls it Christine's sister, and at $3,000, it's a ready canvas for a rat rod, a full restoration, or an engine swap to suit your style. Six, 1967 Buick Skylark Coupe, $2,500, Linden, North Carolina. This '67 Skylark is wearing black and still packs its original 340 V8 under the hood. The seller calls it a Hellcat-sized motor, which is just old-school talk for plenty of torque and grunt. It's got a few dings, needs floor panels, and comes with the seats ready to go back in. It's the kind of mid-sized Buick that doesn't come around cheap very often, and at $2,500, it's a solid foundation for anyone who wants to bring a little 60s style back to the streets. Seven, 1963 Chevrolet Impala two-door, $3,000, Staten Island, New York. Nothing says American classic quite like an early 60s Impala. This 63 is a two-door project with no title, priced at $3,000 or best offer. The body's rusty, but the frame seems solid, which is the part you really want to be solid if you're starting from scratch. For the right builder, this could be a lowrider dream, a drag project, or a nostalgia build from the ground up. 8. 1968 Chevrolet Corvette, $2,500, Hartville, Ohio. If you've been wanting a C3 Corvette without spending C3 Corvette money, here's your shot. This 1968 project ran about 2 years ago, but it's got no brakes now, so plan on trailering it. It's powered by a 350 V8 with an automatic, and the seller says it was basically complete before being disassembled. All the parts that were there are still with it. It even comes with a title, which makes the paperwork side much easier. Nine, 1974 Ford F-250 two-wheel drive, $800, Greencastle, Pennsylvania. For less than $1,000, you can roll home in this 1974 F-250 two-wheel drive. It's a 3-speed manual on the column with a 360 cubic inch V8, showing 81,000 miles on the clock. The seller is reselling it after a previous buyer backed out, and is even willing to help load it on your trailer. At $800, it's a heavy-duty slice of Ford history that could be a farm truck, a patina cruiser, or a donor for another project. 10. 1967 Buick Wildcat convertible, $2,500, Carlton, Minnesota. We're wrapping up with a big Buick drop top. This 1967 Wildcat has had over $1,500 put into the engine alone, with new parts including a starter, radiator, alternator, and carburetor. It will run and drive, but still needs work to be road ready. The seller's throwing in a black interior from a parts car, plus extra pieces from a 1967 hardtop. The frame is solid, and much of the floor work has been done. No title, but it could be obtained. For $2,500, you're getting a rare, full-size convertible with the kind of road presence you just can't buy new anymore. That's our list for today. 10 classic cars and trucks that could be your next project without draining your savings. Which one caught your eye? Was it the solid old Ford truck, the mid-70s Corvette, or maybe that big Buick drop top? Drop your pick in the comments. If you enjoyed this list, give the video a like and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss next week's round of classic finds. We post fresh project cars every week, so if you've got the tools, the space, and the dream, we've got the leads. Thanks for watching, and remember, the best classics aren't just bought, they're brought back to life.